Welcome to another edition of It's Time to Talk. I am Couch Cooper, and this is the second episode. First one was on Atomic... no. Atomic Blast? Atomic... No, it's not Kitten. Atomic Heart, okay. This show is about games that go quiet and suspiciously we all start worrying about them, and it's normally games that are really good. We don't have much to worry about Darktide because it just got put back to spring 2022. That's a bit disappointing. We're going to have to just suck that one up and keep hoping that they're going to polish it more. We're going to go into quite a lot of depth with what potentially this game could be like, and we're going to talk about Vermintide and the guy that's writing some of the lore on this. There's quite a lot to go through. We're watching the newest gameplay footage trailer, which is 9 months old, and we haven't had a lot of releases on how this game works without, loads of post-production. So I am suspicious because you see quite a big body count, you see a hell of a lot of projectiles. Look at a game like Necromundo, which is looking just as busy but doesn't boast this multiplayer, so the whole thing could tip over. It may not look as good as they're promising, but with Fatshark and the way that Vermintide looks, and Vermintide 2, we have nothing to worry about here. It's just all of the gunplay that I am concerned with. The lore's different. Obviously Vermintide is Sigma and not 40k, so that's what I want to touch on here, is are they going to make that jump to projectile weaponry easily? I've queued up a second trailer which I'll put the link in the description for. This one's got quite a lot more interviews in it. It's the same footage but it's broken up with some speech from a chap called Dan Abner. Dan has got quite a he's got a substantial back catalogue of really good 40k fan fiction, and he's integrally involved in a lot of the official lore, and he's probably a Games Workshop employee full stop. Don't want to demote you there, Daniel, but you're an interesting guy. You obviously know the lore, and this is not going to be one of those dry, depthless, strapped on stories. And he talks about it being in a hive world, so not straying too far from Necromundo's setup, but of course that game was announced, finished and out in the entire time Darktide has been sort of on the back burner. So again, that's an interesting one, and of course Necromundo hasn't reviewed massively well, and it could really do with multiplayer, but it does boast some very cool jumping and sliding mechanics. I'll put the link into my review of that in the description.
The first thing I wrote, and the thing I've written more of than anything else, is a series called Gaunts Ghost.
There's a lot of talk of teamwork and synergies and that classic never been done before crap where it's like someone's going to have a particular power and the other person's going to have to support that one. It's the tropiest 4-player R-button special setup that we've been seeing for years, but I reckon they'll do a good job with it. They do an extremely good job with it in Vermintide 2, and that brings me on to the Fatshark's inexperience with gunplay, ballistics and projectile weaponry. But thinking about it now and looking at Vermintide 2, just about most of your powers are kind of projectile focused. Even a machine gun is put in actually, and the dwarves got like a milligun, so it's not like they've not dip their toe into this area at all. And I'm thinking, because of the delay and because how good they are with polish, this could be absolutely awesome, both on a one-player level, which is what interests me massively, but more importantly, and with all 40k stuff, if there can be 4 of us and this lore can be mint and everything marries up well and the story's good, we'll have a humdinger here.
To gain the trust of the Inquisition, you need to go on missions. You do that in the hub by going to a mission board where you're served a variety of options to prove your worth to the Inquisition.
Some of these shots and stills of the artwork is really good news, and I liked it when Mechanicus came out with all that amazing backstory and art catalogue, and the effort that's gone into modelling on that hammer. And I can see that there's obviously a melee character who's got some quickness, that's the female with the hammer, and then you've got the larger dude with the heavy weapons, and then you've got the Imperial Guard types as well who look like middle of the run. Maybe one of them's a psyker, something like that. So there'll be that classic 4-way prong that you shove into the enemy.
I can't wait for you to experience our game and to hear your reactions as you get to explore this part of the 40k universe.
This scene in particular, I have obviously slowed it down a bit, is the stuff of dreams, right? With that big zombie or whatever it was in the background, obviously chaos, minions, something, I don't know, but a crowd like that with a 40k lore gun and 4 of you queued up could be absolutely bombastic. So I'll keep a very close eye on it. Randy Pandy or Jack Frags, whatever he's called, will get his usual 6-month early playthrough soon, so we'll all have a butchers of that. I of course have been Gaunts Ghost. I'm going to put all of my Warhammer video reviews in the link in the description. I'll see you down there.